Hey, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to quickly walk through how to get tracking set up for Google's AI overview, as well as tracking AI search tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, so on and so forth. We're going to talk a little bit about the nuances of tracking the AI overview because there are a couple of gotchas there, some things that you need to be aware of that I don't see too many people talking about at all. Then also, I want to, not just show you how to get this tracking set up, but kind of walk through the concepts that you can take from like what we're going to do inside of analytics, and then you can apply that to whatever reporting software that you use. At my company, we like to use Looker Studio. It's fast, it's free, it's easy, it looks really nice. It's a Google product. It connects with all of the other Google products pretty easily, and I'll just kind of like walk through an example of like what we've got and how the setup that we're doing and how that kind of translates into Looker Studio. So if you're not using Looker Studio, you kind of have the concepts that you need to be able to make sure that tracking carries over exactly how you see it inside of analytics. So without further ado, let's jump into this. Actually, real quick, I have two documents here. I have a document for tracking the AI overview and getting that set up inside of Tag Manager and GA, and then we have sort of an SOP at the bottom here for how to actually look at this, how to like actually analyze the AI overview traffic, inside of GA4, and then finally we've got how to track the AI tools inside of GA4 itself, like tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity, and so on. So just want to let you guys know this is pretty much what we're going to be walking through. These documents are going to be down in the description below, and then if you have any questions, comments, anything at all, if I need to help you out, just drop a comment. So the first thing I want to talk about here is the AI overview. So if we look up what is SEO, we get an AI overview, and if we bring up one of these results here, we can see a couple of things. First of all, we see this pattern here. There's a hashtag, ::, text equals, and then we get some text. But this pattern here, this is what we're going to be tracking to be able to track clicks from the AI overview. We're going to set up a custom event inside of Tag Manager, and we're going to have that fire and send that data off to analytics anytime that we have a URL with this type of pattern here. So what Google is doing, as a matter of fact, let's look at this, right? So it says updated by so-and-so, yada, 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 April, and then there's a comma. And if you look down here in this purple highlighted text, we've got updated by so-and-so, yada, yada, April. And then after the comma, it says most powerful digital marketing strategies. And then we can see here, most powerful digital marketing strategies. Okay, so first of all, what Google is doing here with this is they're basically highlighting the text and showing you the parts of the page that Google's using to bring in for the AI overview, the relevant parts of the page, right? The point in explaining this is because this is also what they're doing for the the people also ask section. So sometimes we get an AI overview here, so let's try to find one that does not. There we go. Okay, so this isn't an AI overview. This is just within the people also ask section. We'll pull up this page, and as you can see, okay, that redirected. Whoops. I don't know if we're going to be able to. Here, let's open this tab here. Okay, so I'm not going to pull up the page, but you can see it has the same exact thing. Hashtag, ::, text equals, and it does the same exact thing. So here's the first thing that you need to keep in mind, okay? The AI traffic from the AI overview cannot be segmented out from the people also ask. And the featured snippet as well. I wish I had an example to show you, but the featured snippet also has this type of pattern. So there's no way to segment that out. Okay, so when we track this, just know that we're also tracking people also ask and featured snippet clicks as well. It's unfortunate. You would think that Google would have something set up on Search Console where you can kind of like differentiate the traffic because it's all technically organic traffic, right? But they don't. And this is the only way to get close with getting the attribution, getting the click. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is this. If we look up how to rent out your house, this result here that we pull up, this doesn't even have the pattern, okay? I don't know exactly why, but for whatever reason, sometimes Google has the pattern in that URL, that hashtag : ::. It's got that pattern sometimes it doesn't. So if avail.co was trying to track AI overviews, this wouldn't have registered as a hit for them. And they wouldn't be able to see the click inside of Search Console either, okay? This is just something to be aware of. So this is kind of dirty. This is, the tracking that we're going to do isn't perfect, but it's still valuable. And in the spirit of doing what we can and tracking what we can, let's get the ball rolling. Let's get this set up. All right. So first things first, prerequisites. Obviously, we need to have GA4 and GTM properly installed on the website. You need to have access to your GA4 property. Doesn't matter if you have writing privileges or not, just as long as you can access it. And then we want to make sure that we have an admin permissions, or just what, I don't remember the exact term, but we need to be able to edit and publish things within Tag Manager. As long as you have that, we're good to go. And so I'm not going to sit here and like read this and go through it with you guys. This is going to be a very fast sort of setup. And you're going to get this set up in about 30 seconds. So first thing, you're inside of Tag Manager. You go to Variables. You scroll down to User-Defined Variables. And then you're going to set up inside of Variable Configuration. You're going to choose Custom JavaScript. And then you're going to place this tiny little script here. And all this is going to do is it's going to return true or false. It's going to look at the URL, and then it's going to see that if it includes that pattern that we talked about. And if it doesn't, it's going to return false. So you paste that in there, name it whatever you want. I think we name it JS URL fragment match. Doesn't really matter. Hit save, and then you're good to go. Then next you're going to go into triggers. You're going to set up a trigger. Go to trigger configuration, and then you're going to select DOM ready. And then you're going to select some DOM ready events. So you want this trigger to fire only on some DOM ready events. And the trigger that you want it to fire on is, or the event that you want it to fire on is whatever variable that you named. Okay, so like I said, this is JS URL fragment match. And then you want it to where it fires when this event equals, you type in true. Name your trigger AI overview trigger, whatever you want to call it. Click save. That's all we got to do here. And then you're going to go into tags, and this is the last step here. We just want to set up a tag. So we go into tag configuration, select Google Analytics, select GA4 event, and then it's going to ask for your measurement ID. So you go into analytics here, you'll go down to admin, and then underneath data collection and modification, you'll click on data streams, click into your stream, and then over here in the measurement ID, you can copy it, select it, copy it, whatever. Paste that in here, and then you should get the green check mark, Google tag found in this container. If you don't, it's going to say something like add a new container or add this tag. And just click on the button and follow along the prompts, okay? And then you'll be good to go. But then as far as event name, you're gonna name it something like AI underscore overview underscore click. And then down in triggering, you wanna select that trigger that you made. So the tag is going to fire this event name here, AI overview click. That's what's going to get sent to analytics. It's going to be using this trigger here, which is on the document ready event, and it's only going to fire if that variable that you set up is true. So it's only going to fire if that pattern in the URL matches, right? Name the GA4 event something like GA4 event, AI overview click, something like that. Hit save. That's all you got to do. The last step here is to just make sure that you go up to submit and then click on publish and make sure that you publish your changes. That is all you have to do to immediately start getting this to fire on your website. Now, what I recommend for testing, you can use the preview if you know how to do that. I recommend everyone getting the Tag Assistant Chrome extension here. It's a really useful little tool. And once you have it and you can pin it, I'm going to go to my website here. And I am going to go to the Chrome extension. I'm going to open it up. And I have a little test that I like to do. So there's a test here, hashtag : text equals, and then we've got some random text, and then the comma, and then random text here. Okay? And hit enter. Whoops, I'm going to refresh the page. And then down in here, you should be able to click on your Google tag, and when you open it, you should see AI overview click, or whatever event that you ended up naming it. But that is how that works. And that's how you can verify that this is set up properly. So now that this is out of the way, how do you actually look at this inside of Google Analytics? So what you need to do is you'll go to reports, and this might look a little bit different. The sidebar here might look a little bit different for you, but you want to find this report called traffic acquisition. And when you do that, the only thing you need to do is add a filter, and in the dimension, you want to find the event name, and that the event name contains AI overview click, whatever it was that you named it. That is it. You click apply, and then I don't know, we can go to the plus sign down here, this data table, and we can put in landing page. We want to get landing page and query string, and then we can kind of see which landing pages here ended up getting clicks. So we've got 3 sessions from the home page, and then obviously we've got our key events here, revenue, different metrics that we want to look at. But this is the bare bones basics of how this works and how to see it. So whatever reporting tool that you're using, the only filter that you need is you need to have a filter for the event name and that it contains the event that you just set up in GTM or in Tag Manager. That's it. And then let's have a look at setting this up for AI search tools like ChatGPT and stuff. And again, we have this entire document here. Everything that we just went through, by the way, this is all spelled out exactly how I just went through it. The only thing that I'm going to grab here from this document, and I'll just leave it to you guys to look at this. So I had to set up, or I had to bring up another client because I do not have AI search traffic yet, but this client does. So same thing, traffic acquisition report. This is where you go. First thing that you need to do is go to add comparison. And then what we want is we just want referral traffic. That's it. So tick referral traffic, untick all users, click apply. Then what we want to do is add a filter, very similar to what we did with the AI overview tracking, but for the dimension, we want session source medium instead. And we want to select matches regex. So this is a regex pattern that it's going to match the source medium against. And you can see there's GPT in here, XAI, Grok, Gemini, Perplexity. You can kind of add and remove whatever it is that you want inside of here. We click apply. And then just 2 more steps. Down here at the data table, instead of session primary channel group, you're going to select session source medium. This is very important because that gives you the name. And then we're going to click the plus sign like how we did with the AI overview, and we're going to select landing page plus query string. This is the page that the traffic landed on. Okay. And pretty cool. We've got a breakdown here, ChatGPT, we've got some Gemini in here, we've got our landing pages, sessions, any key events, and just for some funsies, I know this client had gotten a few conversions within the last month or so. Yeah, there we go. Perplexity and Gemini both of them brought in a conversion. Like, how cool is that? That this stuff isn't a toy anymore. These AI search tools, they're not toys. They're bringing in real business value. But bringing this back around, so how to think about this for your reporting tools? Same thing here. You want to just make sure that you're getting referral traffic, if there's a way to add that comparison. But the most important thing here is to get this filter where we're filtering it by session source medium. We're matching a regex pattern. That regex pattern has all of the different like AI tools in there, and then we just want to make sure that as part of our dimension, we're pulling in the session source medium so we can see what tool it is, and then the landing pages, of course. And so from that point, you can set up whatever metrics you're trying to view, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, like I said, my company uses Looker Studio, and I just want to show you that this is what we have set up. It's not the most beautiful thing in the world, right? We're not getting fancy pants yet. This is all pretty new for us as well, but we have things set up where we have the Google AI overview traffic, and then we just have sessions and key events. And so we've got our landing page here, we've got our diffs, and then we've got the AI search engine traffic down here, sessions, key events, same thing, same setup that we just looked at inside of Google Analytics. And the cool thing about Looker Studio is we pretty much set whatever time period that we want. It's going to automatically recalculate everything. So just wanted to show you guys that's kind of what that looks like. Maybe what we can do actually is, for a final little part here, we can look at this table, we can bring up the filter. Now this filter name is a little bit, or excuse me, the event name is different than what than we set up together, but the filter is the same. We've got the event name contains, and then this would be AI overview click, right? But same exact filter that we were looking at. And then down in here for the AI search tools, same thing. Like, look at this. We've got a breakdown for our dimension. We've got the session source medium. We've got the landing page. And then for the filter itself, it's the same exact thing. We've got the session source medium, regex pattern, and then we've got that same regex match, and we've got the same regex pattern that we were looking at in GA. And that's pretty much what it is. That's how we do it. We talked about some of the pitfalls. We talked about how to get it set up very quickly, how to look at it inside of analytics. I think that I've covered everything. If for some reason you guys have any trouble, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one.